everybody, and welcome back to the Strategic Feminine here on YouTube. Today, we're going to focus on all things nails, and I can hardly contain my excitement. I love nails. It's like my new recent obsession. So, we're going to talk about these nails, y'all, and just to give a brief reminder, the Strategic Feminine is going to be all things girly, all things feminine, all things women-esque, okay? So let's get into it. So I think it's only fitting to talk about nails because when your nails are done, your accessories look better, especially when your toes are done, you guys. You feel more confident wearing open-toed shoes. When your nails are done, you talk with your hands more, you exude more confidence. You're not, it's just a whole thing. I've seen girls, they got their nails done. They have their nails done constantly, and they're just always talking with their hands. And it's almost to exclamate the fact that I feel good right now. I have confidence, and I have confidence with my hands because look at my nails. I've seen like TikToks where like the girls, their nails ain't done, and they just going through hell and high water to cover them because can't nobody catch you slipping, sis. Okay, so all things nails, I'm going to start off with, you can definitely pay someone, your favorite nail tech, especially if you're busy, to do your nails. I get it, self-care, we understand. But self-care doesn't just mean that you're willing to pay someone else to utilize their skills. Sometimes you could teach yourself some new skills as well. I would encourage the girls to build their skill set and start doing their own nails. Okay? When I was going to the shop, I was paying upwards of $90, $80, $75 for basic styles, okay? Regular gel nails, no extensions, no glitter, no glam, no bust down, just regular, just the nail, just the gel. And some of those shops too, they will also charge you by the amount of gems you use. Oh, that's $10 a rhinestone. Oh, that's $20 of this. Oh, if you add this, we're going to add this $20, but not just $20 plus $20 plus whatever you use that on. So how many times you use that in quantity is what we're going to charge you. And I'm sorry, I can't let the girls keep robbing you. So there are a lot of things to get into with nails. Nails typically are to protect the nerves underneath the fingernails that are being protected by your natural nail. And they can also help you get a better grip. They can also help you pick food. So naturally, that's why we have nails on our fingers and then our toes. But cosmetically, nails can enhance your outfit. So there are many ways you can get nails. You can get your natural nails done with regular polish. You can get extensions. You can get acrylics or gel. Polygel is very famous now. A lot of people are getting into like the Gel X or polygel now. And I'm going to talk a little bit about my favorites, what I like, what I don't like, and all of that. So starting off with regular polish, I can't get behind regular polish that much. Even though it's a good alternative, I would recommend it for teenagers, tweens, stuff like that. It's really hard to get a really nice finish with regular polish. Even if you do a top coat, it's not as shiny. It takes a while to dry. So in the middle of it drying, you can get a smudge. You can get some hair caught up in it. And it just looks kind of messy. Another thing, you got to be very, very careful with the applying regular polish. When you apply regular polish, some of them self-level, but some of them don't. And I feel like you're doing a double coat or 3 coats, it can look a little cakey on your nail after a while. So my favorite isn't regular polish. I used to use it when I was like in middle school, in elementary school. It'll get the job done, especially if you're learning, but it has a longer drying time as well. You have to wait till it fully dries. And sometimes the thing that's so annoying with like regular polish is that it'll look dry, you'll have it done for a minute, and then like you'll touch it, and then like your fingerprint gets dented into the design, and that's never fun. So as a grown woman, I do not recommend regular polish, but if you're a teenager, it's fairly cheap. You can get them at the store, $1, $2, maybe 59 cents if they're on sale and it's kind of old. So it's super cheap. If you're getting into nail polishes, I don't advocate against it, but it's also not my favorite product. So I have a bunch of regular nail polishes. I never touch them. I never touch them because it's just too much. The next type of kind of like polish to use is gel polish. And let me tell you, gel polish is my new favorite thing. It's just so convenient. First of all, that sheen that it leaves on your nail is just beautiful. Even if you don't get nail extensions, it's just no matching the gel nail sheen. It genuinely looks so much better. And it's also very, very convenient because you dry it with an LED lamp or a UV lamp. Sometimes you can get like LED/UV. So with one of those lamps, as soon as you're done with your design or as soon as you're done with one layer of paint, you can cure it real quick and then it won't move. You don't have to wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You don't have to worry about smudging the product once you're checking if it's dry. It'll naturally cure once you do the LED, and you can go on to the next part of your design. And it's convenient because let's say I do one line and I love it, cure, and I'm done. And I do another line and I don't like it. I can erase that other line without having to worry about the previous line that I loved being erased. So it's so much better than regular polish. I also feel like on natural nails, if you're not getting any extensions, it gets a nice little barrier. Some people use like a rubber base to keep their nails nice and thick and strong. For me personally, I have like really thin, brittle nails, natural nails. So it definitely helps make sure my nails don't break off. And it comes to the point now, if I don't have gel polish on my nails are breaking off. So I would be careful about buffing your nails and stuff. That is tend to cause some damage, and then it's like thinner. And there's no way to get your natural nail thickness back. You would just have to wait till it grows back out. But my nails grew so much longer with the gel polish than any other product. So I love gel now. And then you have acrylic. I think acrylic, I have a love-hate relationship with acrylic. When I first started getting into nails, they were really popular back in 2016 to 2019. So I, of course, through peers, tried out the acrylic products. And let's just start here. All acrylics aren't made equally. So that there's that. If you're doing like your own acrylic and you get like the Kiss set, it's super thin. You're not really getting the true thickness because Kiss acrylic tends to be a lot thinner of a product than maybe the acrylic that they use in the salon. I can't stand acrylic. I can't stand acrylic because when I go to the salon, they always buff my nails a little too much for me. I hate that, but that's just them. That's not the acrylic's problem. But then it's so heavy on your natural nail. It's almost like cement or like concrete on your nail. It's super thick. And I just hate it. Even though it looks really nice, the polish looks cute. It's a fast drying time too. It also gives your nail a bit of a shape if you don't have that shape naturally. It just causes so much damage, especially for me. I don't care how many soak offs I do. I don't care how many, bite offs or whatever I try to do to get these nails off. It's just always some damage left over. It's very irritated. Sometimes I get that ring of fire. Sometimes when I'm taking them off, it takes layers off of my nails. So it always leaves my nails unhealthy. But I mean, it's cute if you're getting a done. And if you're the type of girl that goes to the salon all the time and you're okay with having them soak it off, I mean, perhaps. I personally don't believe it's the healthiest for your natural nail. I've never been able to maintain length with my nails using acrylic. It just doesn't work. But on the flip side, after I just became an acrylic hater for like 2 minutes, they're very cute. Especially if you know what to do. It's easier to shape. It's, super sturdy. They're very cute. You don't have to worry about them popping off as easily. But I gotta tell y'all, when they do come off, and if they do pop off, oh baby, that's going to hurt. And that hurts a lot. I know you guys see some of the pictures where like they broke their nail and like they started bleeding. And I can't have that. It's so sturdy. It's almost too sturdy. It's like stuck on your nail. It's almost like having a thick block of cement on your nail. And then when you pull it off, it just wreaks so much destruction. And I don't have to really worry about that with my gel nails. Even if I do some type of extension, I can easily pull them off real easy, no damage, beautiful and clean. So I don't understand why acrylic's not like that, but I really don't. I don't like them, and I don't recommend them. I've tried it before. I like the end result. I really don't like the aftermath. So that's how I feel about acrylics. A new trend that I've seen too, I've seen like the Gel X nails and polygel. And basically what polygel or Gel X is, it's almost like a toothpaste like consistency. You can get it out of a tube, create a nice little extended shape on your nail, and then flash cure the same way you would do the gel polish. And it's almost just as sturdy. I've never tried Gel X before, so I'm only going off of YouTube reels for this one. But it's almost as sturdy as an acrylic, it looks like, but it's definitely a lot more lightweight. It comes in a different consistency. It's already wet, and it's definitely easier to mold and shape and file rather than you have to get tips on your fingers and then do a gel polish. It kind of cuts both of those steps, because when I do my extensions for gel, I'll do the tips, buff that down so there's no line of demarcation, and then I'll put the polish on top of it and do my design. But with the Gel X nails, it kind of takes out those steps, put it in the mold, flash cure your nails, and then file as needed. And they look super natural. They look beautiful. It's a lot more lightweight than the acrylic, and it cuts most of those steps off. With acrylic and gel nails, you have to get the tips underneath, and then you'll put the polygel on. I don't want to talk too much about it, only because I haven't tried it, but that's also another option that I've been seeing very popular now that you can try with your nails. And another trendy thing I've seen with nails recently, it's like those stickers. I'm not sure what material they're made out of. I've seen those stickers. You put them on your nail. I believe you cut them down to size. They're really short. And it's more so like design stickers. And then they'll cure it with the LED or UV light. And then it's almost like an extension. I've seen people like cut into apples with their bare fingernails and stuff. So they're sturdy, but it looks like a little weird invention. I used stickers. They weren't LED cured, but I used stickers before when I was younger. I personally didn't like them just because it was kind of hard to get a proper shape on them. It didn't feel super secure either. Couldn't wash dishes or anything like that without one of them flying off. Really not convenient. I would use them for maybe a night on the town. I didn't have my nails done and I want to just do a quick little style and take them off later, perhaps. Or if I was in the military and it's the weekend, but I know I got to get back to work on Monday, perhaps. They're definitely easy to dispose of, but I've seen these stickers where you put them on, you flash cure, and they're like hardened. So that's another trend I've seen with nails as of recently. And press-ons. Press-ons are also a good alternative. There are so many press-on materials now. Some of them you can get like from CVS, and those are just plastic. I don't like those. I did have a press-on face, but they look plastic. I'm sorry, they just do. Even if they look cute from afar, when you get up close, you can definitely tell the material. Even if it has a nice design, it's like spray paint, so it's easy to scratch off. Ugh. Me personally, I don't like the plastic CVS or, drugstore press-ons. I mean, they'll get the job done. They're not really cute. I'm sorry. They're not really cute. From afar, they look cute, but close up, no ma'am. But if you go on Etsy, and I used to buy mine from Etsy, there are a lot of girls who make their own press-on nails. They customize them. Some make them from acrylic. Some make them from gel. Now, I've never had acrylic press-on nails, so I don't know how they look. But I have ordered some gel nails that were press-ons for my mom and me. They're cute. They're definitely cute. The only thing is sometimes it's just like really hard to get over how it looks on your cuticle. You can definitely tell they're press-ons. They're not super natural looking. It doesn't matter how much you apply it. I'm sorry. Them girls on Instagram, they're lying to you when they kind of show them. In real life, you could definitely tell. But they're really cute. Sometimes they're like $40 a nail, which is a little bit pricey. Not too pricey, but a little bit more pricey than if you would have just did your own nails. But they're cute for like events and stuff, or maybe you have a special occasion and you want to have a particular looking nail. They're cute, But I just wanted to I want to be fair, okay? So yeah, you can do press-on nails. There are acrylic press-ons, there are gel press-ons, or you can get the plastic ones at the grocery store, corner store, or something. They look cute-ish. Some of them not so much. Some of them look cheap. Some of them look passable. Just wanted to mention that as well. And then next, so we're going to get into the shape. There are a lot of shapes with nails, and people have been shaping their nails for a long time. I've seen photos of African ancestors. They have these stiletto shaped nails, and they're super long and they're super gorgeous. I gotta find the picture. When I find the picture, I'm gonna put it up here. But they're super long and they're super gorgeous, and they're like stilettos. So the most popular shapes that I'm aware of off the top of my head, there are stilettos, almonds, coffins, square, coffin, and oval. And I think oval and almond are very similar, if not the same thing. And those are the most popular ones. There's also duck nails. Duck nails are my new latest accession, and they've been a big trend as of recently. You've seen all the girlies in the hip hop sphere wear them with their gems, and they're super beautiful. I believe, honestly, they're so different because, you have a square. I mean, yeah, it's like a regular everyday look. Oval, regular everyday look. You got your nice little almonds. Okay, that's okay. But a duck nail is very bold, in my opinion. I'm currently rocking duck nails right now. Loving them, genuinely. And those are the nail shapes. And sometimes they look differently depending on the material that you're using. Acrylic, they can be a lot sharper. Polygel, they can be a lot more rounded. And if you're using one of those stickers, you kind of have to go with the shape of your natural nail and then file it as desired. With the shapes, I definitely think that it depends on what type of look that you're going for. For a stiletto, I would use that if it was a costume. I want it to be bold. I had a particular event that I was going to, and it matched the grunge look. That's what stiletto gives for me. It's more bold, and it's really not convenient to wear every day. It's very hard for me to move around with stilettos, especially if they're sharp, because I feel as though I'm going to hurt myself or hurt others. Don't pick up no babies with no stilettos. Be very careful when you're picking up the baby if you have stilettos on. Be really careful around your face too. It's just really easy to hurt yourself because they're so sharp and pointy, and depending on how long you have them, kind of inconvenient. I would really only use it for a costume. Stiletto nails. I mean, they're cute. They're just really bold, an attention piece, more likely. And I really don't think they gel well with overall everyday use. I think coffins are really cute too, especially with acrylic. They always look super sharp, and it's almost giving 2016 baddie. They're really easy to do everyday life in. They're not too noticeable, so you can wear them pretty easily every day if you wanted to. Nothing that's going to cause too much attention, but it does look very precise. Although I don't recommend coffin or square on your natural nail, only because nails don't really grow that well when they're in that squared or coffin shape. They always break off, or it's easy for the ends to be exposed. So I would really only do coffins with tips or extensions. Don't do coffins with your natural nail. I mean, you could do what you want, but you don't really do natural nail coffins or squares. They're just not that sturdy. They're going to break off super easily, and it's not good for overall natural nail health. But they are really cute. Same thing with square, same thing. I've done it before with my natural nail, and although they're cute, and I think it looks very, especially when I see the shorties, the shorty squares, those are super cute. But doing it with your natural nail is just a recipe for disaster, because they just break off, they fling everywhere. Next thing you know, you got a hangnail. Next thing you know, this nail's broken, that nail's broken. It just doesn't promote nail growth. I would definitely use them with extensions. And you can also wear squares and coffins every day. They don't draw any attention. You can use pretty much any design with them. They look really good, I'm not gonna lie. They're just not the best for natural nails. Oval and almond. Okay, these are my favorite for natural nails. Your nails are gonna grow a lot better if you have like your natural nail, if you have oval and almond. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, every single person that has naturally long nails, it's either oval or they have a really hard C curve and it's kind of rounded out at the ends, probably because it can, like, it protects the nail better. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, I don't have no scientific degree to tell you why it does that. It just does. So if you want to grow your nails super long, like your natural nails, oval, almond, way to go. They are not the cutest with extensions. I have rarely seen like an oval extension. Sometimes people will do a more rounded tip, and I really don't like those. Like with extension and material such as acrylic or maybe the tips, I would more so opt for something super sharp. The almond doesn't really look the best, especially because of the thickness of the product. It just kind of looks a little janky. You can always do it, but I think almonds and ovals are way better for natural nails. They look way better on natural nails, and then squares look way better on acrylics and then tips. Duck nails. Okay, we're gonna get into the duck nails. Duck nails are super bold. I say do duck nails if you are, first of all, a teenager. If you're like younger, you kind of want to be a lot more bold. I would say do them. I like the hard C curve too with the extensions. I think those are so cute. Some people don't like them. I've seen a lot of nail techs talk so much crap about the C curve, but I just think it looks so cute. I don't know what it is. I love C curve nails, y'all. Okay, so now that we got out of the way the materials you could use for your nails and then the shapes, I'm going to talk about the aesthetics. So we have, first up, basic. So basics for me would consist of either your natural nail being done, like a solid plain color, or maybe a quick little ombre. Something really simple, easy, but it's still cute and it's still polished. I would also consider shorties a bit basic. I just would, even if it is acrylic, I would consider those a lot more of a basic nail, but they're good for everyday looks. I would wear basics to work, gym, every single, like if it was a regular day and I just wanted to treat myself, I would do the basic look, just a solid color. Sheer coloring is so pretty. I like to do, my favorite nail set was a clear set. It was just clear. It wasn't milky white or anything. It was just clear. And then it had rhinestones on them. And that was my favorite set. So anything very natural looking, nude, short, or your natural nail, that is kind of what I would consider basic. I think that's good for like old money aesthetic, the office girlies. You really want to get taken seriously, but you still want to look cute. More mature women, I think they would opt out more for the basic because it just looks a lot more, it looks better on them. I just have to keep it a buck with y'all. It looks better for mature women and then office women. Because when you're in the office, yeah, you can kind of do what you want, but it looks a bit tacky if you have like a junky nail. Sorry, y'all. I hate to be it. I seen girls, they come into the office, they got the double XL, extra large, cheetah prints, and I mean, they're cute, but it's hard to take you seriously. If you're an office girly, or even a nurse, because sometimes nurses and CNAs and stuff, they're not really supposed to have nails, but they'll sneak them. Basic is definitely the way to go, because then it's kind of hard to peek. Hey, you got nail polish on? Do you got extensions on? So a lot of like my nurse friends too, they'll wear their undercover basic shorties and just be like, shh, don't tell nobody. The next aesthetic is baddie. Now these baddies, they're the over the top. They're super heavily designed. There's a lot of art that has to go into these baddie nails. A lot of gemstones. A lot of, okay? Just a whole lot of stuff. I like baddie nails. I think they look better on high schoolers, for parties, birthday nails, event nails. I would use baddie for those type of occasions. If I had like a prom or something like that, or maybe like a homecoming, I would do like baddie nails too, because it'll go like with my dress. and it kind of be over the top. I would recommend baddie nails for, of course, the high school girlies, younger girlies, influencer girlies. They're usually the ones that can get away with the baddie nails on a day-to-day basis. Baddie nails tend to be a bit longer. It's very rare that I see or a short baddie nail. They're usually longer. And they aren't really good to wear often. Because especially with their being longer, if you're going to the gym, you risk injury if they're super long often, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So I would leave the baddie nails for special occasions, parties, birthday trips, out of the country, stuff like that. But even out of the country, if we're doing a lot of moving around, I would probably opt for a shorty, only because I just wouldn't want to get snagged on something and I break it. So pretty leisure lifestyle. That's why I say Instagram influencers and stuff, they can get away with the baddie nails. They're not doing too much. They're not picking up stuff at Amazon and putting packages away. When I had super long nails and I was working this grocery store, it's really hard to pick up boxes and move them and scan them, and you're using your hands a lot, so it's easy for one of them to get snagged. They break off easy, and then you look crazy with 7 nails. So I would leave the baddies for the kids, the leisurely girls. Even if you work from home too, I would, you could probably do it because you're not being seen in an office 24/7. So even those women, they can get away with the baddie style. And if you are a nail tech yourself, I think those are really a good way to promote your product. Junk nails. Junk nails are weird for me. It's right in between the baddie nails and then doing too much. It's it's a fine line for junk nails. And basically junk nails are just nails that are covered in charms, covered in rhinestones, covered in designs. You don't even get to see the real nail because it's just covered. And I have a junk nail on. I only have one though. I mean, it's cute. I would do junk nails for aesthetic purposes. If I was super tight on one aesthetic, which may be Y2K. Junk nails are really cute for a Y2K aesthetic, early 90s, if you're going for that type of look, costume parties, then maybe a junk nail would do. The only thing I can't do about junk nails, it's not easy to work with. If I'm doing my hair, some of them rhinestones get caught up in strands of hair. Not super convenient, but kids can definitely do them. I see a lot of Instagram baddies promoting junk nails these days. They're okay. I just wouldn't wear them every day, but they are definitely cute. I just, it depends on what aesthetic you're going for. This all has to do with aesthetic. This is also aesthetic specific. Junky nails are going to look better on certain people just because of their lifestyle. And I know girls, I be seeing the girls, actually, when I watch those TikToks and it's okay, these are their nail styles, these are what they do for a living, before people started faking and just showing off their work and lying on people's jobs, before you would see a lot of the younger teens do over-the-top styles, longer lengths, or super, super intricate designs, you would see the younger kids or the more low-paying jobs, women do that. Nothing wrong with having a lower paying job. That's fine. I'm just saying that's what I noticed in a lot of these videos. And then you would see oh, I'm a CNN, I'm a teacher, I'm a data analyst, and it's a more simple design. They're a lot shorter. They're not as over the top or flamboyant. So that I do want to make that very clear. You give off a particular look when you go for the over top, elaborate, junky designs. It looks kind of childish a little bit. It doesn't give mature. It's way better for the younger girls and the high schoolers and the middle schoolers to get those nails than, let's say, a more mature. I did want to come in and clear up. I also noticed freelance workers as well, or people who own their own businesses, entrepreneurs, are also a lot more liberated and free with their designs. They're not as conservative at all or reserved. They tend to be a lot more elaborate. So I don't want to just say, oh, lower paying jobs. I mean, some of the videos I saw supported that, but some of them also, they're just their own boss. So they're able to kind of dress how they want to dress and wear whatever nails they want to wear. Just wanted to clear that up before I went further. Mature woman. Now, of course, everyone can do what they want to do, but it doesn't speak, it depends on what you're trying to give off to the world. And of course, work from home girlies, y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all ain't in no office, so who cares? But yeah, I just noticed that with the videos, like the more intricate the design, the lower paying job it was. And then the simpler design, the more higher paying job it was. So just keep that in mind if you are picking nail styles or you're trying to figure it out, what you want to do. These nails, all that I've mentioned, you can do each and every one of them for different occasions and different reasons. So just understand that. Like I would do a baddie nail for my birthday, but if it's an everyday thing, I might opt for like a shorty basic nail. Let's say I have like a super dark emo costume, I'm going to go into grunge. Grunge nails, they're super dark. I mostly see grunge stiletto nails, and they have like chains on them. They have like, what is it? It's like this, like really, they have like chain charms on them. They have a lot of metallic charms on them. So I see a lot of silvers, a lot of reds, a lot of blacks with these grunge nails. I would do these for a costume or if I was back in my emo phase. But I just wanted to name that too, because I know there's a lot of cute grungy girlies out there. So if you want the grunge nails, you can definitely wear those. I've seen a lot of cute ones. They're just really dark. And I'm more of like in my pink era. So that's why I'm not focusing too much on the grungies. But for all my emo sisters out there or my alternative sisters, grungy nails are super cute too. Like they're really dark. So benefits to wearing like nails. I believe when your nails are polished, especially if you have a lot more of a thinner natural nail, if your nails are polished, covered in gel, or they're just protected by the tips, I think that promotes growth depending on who is doing your nails and their maintenance care for them. If they're not buffing your natural nails super like thin. As far as styling is concerned, all girls, any girl can wear any style that she sees fit, any type of nail, whether basic, whether baddie, whether junky, whether trashy. It really depends on your own confidence, your own ability to put outfits together, your color coordination, and kind of how you feel about yourself and your overall aura for you to understand what nails that you like the most. There's like old money nails that people really like. And then there's like the Rockstar nails, the Y2K90 nails. So many different styles that you can choose from that are beautiful, unique, and super great. I mean, honestly, I believe that nail designs are a work of art. Some of these nail techs, they're doing full portraits on nails. They're making full cartoons on nails. It's honestly very beautiful. I hope this video helps you decide a little bit better what type of material you like to use, what type of aesthetic you like for your nails, and how to overall care for healthy nails. Before I get off of this video, I do want to say for a little nail self-care, do make sure you oil your cuticles. That is very helpful, especially if you use drying products. If you do soak-offs, like with your acrylic nails, sometimes the acetone can be really harsh on the skin. Definitely make sure that you protect your nails if you're doing gel nails often, because using that UV light, although there isn't significant research, I feel a little wary about using the UV light all the time. So just, get those gloves. Those gloves definitely help block out some of those rays for you. Be very gentle with your nails. Make sure you avoid getting them wet. Once nails get wet, especially the natural nail, then it kind of gets all soggy, and then it's easier to break off. It's easier to mess with until it dries again. Definitely try to keep a hard gel polish on your natural nail if that's what you use, or you can use a rubber base that'll keep it sturdy. I would recommend against hardeners. Hardeners kind of just snap the nail. And if you're a baddie on a budget, definitely look into doing your own nail designs, especially if you're more simple, like you do one coat and that's it. You do one color and that's it. Something simple. Definitely think about doing your own nails. You would be paying $150 in the salon for a basic nail. Look up your local nail surprise store. I can get gel polishes for about $5. And my favorite polish to use is D&D. I tried Kara Sky. I really don't like her. I'm sorry. I really don't. Like when I use my Kara Sky polish, it's like yellow. I'll put it under the UV light, and then I'll get like wrinkles and really weird. It'll cure weird. And my D&D, it doesn't do that. It just clears smooth. If I put it on smooth, it'll dry smooth. But for some reason, Kira Sky always gives me wrinkles. So I love D&D. I advocate for D&D all the time. If you go to just a regular off the street nail supply store, they more than likely use D&D. I also use DNC. That's another good one to use too. And when I go to my local nail supply store, I get one nail polish color for $5. It'll come with a gel nail polish and a regular nail polish in case you like to switch it up a bit. And $5, the polish will probably last me like 3 to 5 years, because I don't care how often you do your nails, you're not running through a whole thing of polish, especially if you have other colors to choose from. My polishes, I have about 6 or 7 right now. They're probably going to last me for 5 years until their shelf life expires. It gets a little weird. Another reason I really don't like regular polish, they kind of age poorly. Once it gets old, it gets kind of gloopy. It doesn't dry right. It kind of looks weird. It's kind of thicker or thinner depending on. So I love the gel. I stick to gel, but they do come $5 for a gel and a regular polish. And let's say you just took that $45 or $50 that you would have spent to do your nails at the salon. You just go on a haul at your local nail supply store, get gems, charms, rhinestones, and you can get 10 different polishes, a UV light, drills, and buffers and filers, all for $150, and they would last you upwards of 1 to 2 to maybe even 3 years. So it's a way better investment than just going to get your nails done often. I know we like to self-care, but sometimes we can learn skills to self-care for ourselves. You don't have to spend all of your disposable income on paying somebody for a service. Now, if you are loyal to your nail tech, go ahead, do you, babe. I'm just trying to give the baddie on a budget girlies a little leg to stand on here. I love doing my own nails. I love it. I save so much money. I'm able to have a stash at home. So even let's say I'm on a quick fly, I know that I can do my nails, if I want it to be simple, in 20 minutes top and go where I need it to go. Rather than me paying somebody the $75 and maybe being able to get the style that I want. Maybe they say they don't want to do that style. It's completely up to them. So that's why I really don't, go to the salons anymore. Nothing wrong with salons. They're really precise at what they do, but it's really supposed to be in and out. And I just love being able to learn new skills to kind of take care of myself and make sure that I am the flyest girl that I can be. Because that's all we want to do. We want to, even if we're going through hard times, we don't want to look like that. Even if we're going through something or we're hustling, we don't want to look like this hustle. I know I don't. My number one model is I don't want to look like what I'm going through. So keeping your nails done is definitely a step that you can use to add to your feminine-esque, add for your self-care routine. And if you do it yourself, you're also learning another skill that you could potentially monetize on, or it's just something that you like to do for fun. It's all up to you. So thank you so much for listening to this video. This has been The Strategic Feminine. What nail styles do you like to use? Do you have a nail tech? Do you do your own nails? What's your favorite material to use for your nails? Do you have another aesthetic that I didn't mention here on this channel? Reach back out to me here in the comments section, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye. Spread the word, be good people, and I'll see you next time.